Hey guys, good morning. This is Diary of a Coach, episode 287. The Nine Mobile Network was trying to try itself. So the diary is starting 1 or 2 minutes late because Nine Mobile was tempting herself. Well, hey, we're live on Diary of a Coach. This is episode 287. How are you? It's a beautiful Monday morning. This is the second day of our week of studying. And today's episode is titled Try This to Boost Your Self-Esteem. Try this to boost your self-esteem. The subject of self-esteem is completely crucial. Anyone who wants to make a headway in life must be a lifelong protector of their self-esteem. If you're going to amount to anything on planet Earth, you must be a lifelong protector of your self-esteem. And so this morning, I want to delve into the subject of self-esteem, how to boost your self-esteem, how to be a great protector of your self-esteem. We don't create self-esteem. We protect our self-esteem. Self-esteem comes by birth. Self-esteem comes by spiritual understanding. Self-esteem comes by awareness. Self-esteem comes by the fact that you were designed to master and dominate and have dominion. So you need to understand your spiritual heritage for you to have your self-esteem intact. Some of the challenges with people who suffer from self-esteem is that they are benchmarking their lives against human elements. But one of the major things you must remember is that you are first a spiritual entity. You're actually a spiritual package, spiritual portion. You're a spiritual element on earth. You're not a physical element. You're primarily a spiritual element. What that means is that every other human being on planet Earth is equal to you. Every other human being on planet Earth is equal to you. No human being on planet Earth is better than you because primarily we are spiritual beings. At the spiritual level, we have the same measure of energy, the same exact measure of energy. We have the exact same measure of nomenclature. Our composition is exactly the same. So by virtue of the fact that I am spiritual, I am as spiritually configured as Dangote is. I am as spiritually configured as Oprah Winfrey is. I am spiritually configured as Obama is. I am spiritually configured as any other human being on the surface of the earth. So every single time you are struggling with your self-esteem, you must remember that your configuration is primarily the same with everybody. That is very important. Now, you need to also understand that earth is a journey. We are here as missionaries. God has sent you to earth to deliver a purpose. God sent you to earth to deliver a purpose. There is an assignment for which you came that no other human being can understand. And you need to understand that for your self-esteem. You need to understand that you don't need a human being's understanding to do your purpose. No human being born of a woman can understand your purpose because they didn't give you. There is a commissioner. God sent you on a great commission. God himself assigned you on a task. Only God himself and you can understand the task. People may have an idea what it looks like. People may compare it with other people's own. People may think they understand what it feels like. They cannot. You know why? Because by original configuration, only your spirit and the Holy Spirit have an agreement with what you were sent to do in the nature for which you were sent to do it. So, for you, God has placed on earth, positioned on earth, helpers for you. It is your responsibility to find the helpers and stay with them. So you need to ask God for discernment. Who are my helpers? One way to stay and build your self-esteem is to stay within the community that God has placed in your life. Stay within the community that God has placed in your life. There are people that God has designed to help you. When you find them, stay with them. They may not come across as how you expect them to come across, but you will know they are your helpers. If you are discerning, if you have tuned your spirit to understand that this is a helper, you will know. And when you know, stay with your helpers. You know why? A helper will go out of their way to make you stay on course because they are designed to help you. They are not doing it by themselves. They don't even understand they are helping you. They are just designed by God to help you. So find your helpers. Be discerning. God will reveal your helpers to you, and then you should stay with them. The thing is, sometimes it's not as though we even find our helpers. It's not as if we go looking for them. God actually brings them to cross our path. It's just to discern and identify that this person in my life is not ordinary, and stay with them. You know, some problems some of you face is that you know someone that has been sent to you to be a helper of your calling, but you're busy prostituting around, jumping from one person to the other. You can't stay under one authority. You can't stay under one leadership. You can't stay under one tutelage. You cannot stay under one path. You're jumping from mentor to mentor. You're jumping from coach to coach. You're jumping from motivational speaker to motivational speaker. You're jumping from pastor to pastor. You have a big problem. So you need to be able to stay on course, stay under a place of learning so that you can evolve with time. It's very important. The next thing that can help you with your self-esteem is that you need to remember that every human being is dealing with a particular challenge, a weakness. Because sometimes we tend to think that our problem is bigger than everybody's problem. It's a perception. It's a challenge. It's a reality that is not true. Your problem is not, as it were, bigger than another person's problem. The truth is, each human is dealing with a dose of a challenge. To some, more severe than to others in their eye. But when you now flip the table or flip the script and you listen to the other person's pulse, theirs even is more devastating. They may not be physically showing the signs of devastation, but they may be going through throes of issues that you may not be able to even handle yourself. So when you think that way, you know that we are all a community of people that need help. All of us are a community of people that need help. All of us are a community of people that seek God. All of us are a community of people that need the support of each other. All of us are a community of people that need the forgiveness and the encouragement and the motivation and the support and the query and the chastisement of each other. We're a community of people that need each other's help. If you understand that way, you will not beat yourself black and blue because you think you have the biggest problem on earth. I have my problems. You have yours. I have people that are pulling me up. And you have people that are pulling you up. It's a very important thing to understand. So the subject of self-esteem for me is a spiritual thing. I think that if you understand your spiritual heritage, you will be able to take care of your self-esteem consistently. Self-esteem issue is not a one-off thing. There is no person born of a woman who has a permanent positive self-esteem. No. It is always a war. There are times when you feel like, damn, I've blown it. There are times when you feel like, am I really succeeding? There are times when you feel like, am I good enough? There are times when you feel like, I think I'm inferior. There are times when you feel like, There are moments in our lives that we feel that we are not good enough. Let's be frank. And guess what? Every time we feel that way is because two things are operational. One, we're placing a timetable to when we should succeed. And secondly, we're comparing ourselves with another person who seems to be succeeding. Whenever you do this too, your self-esteem will have a sucker punch. Every time you put a timetable, a timeline, a deadline to what you're expecting, it may affect your self-esteem because you're saying, but I'm supposed to have succeeded by now. I'm supposed to have built a house I'm supposed to have built a house by 40. I'm supposed to have bought a car by 30. I'm supposed to have been married by 26. I'm supposed to have had a child by 35. I'm supposed to have. The more you're putting these terminologies and jargons in your brain, it is taking a hit on your self-esteem. And secondly, when you say, but you see, that lady, she's this one, that guy, she's that one. You see, his life is very easy, it's very prosperous. Once you begin to do that, you're giving a hit on your self-esteem. Don't do that to yourself. So, I hope this has added some value to you. Though says, stay rooted in one place. A tree does not grow in many places. Idenyi says, one reality that is not true is thinking your problem is bigger than other people's own. This is a punchline for today's DOAC. Thank you so much, sir. So, wow, my friend Pemwa is watching Diary of a Coach today. Thank you, Ebony. Good to see you. Agnes Alfie says, preach on, coach. Good morning, boss. Good morning, my chief counselor. I appreciate everyone watching Diary of a Coach today. Good morning to everyone. This is Diary of a Coach, and today was episode 287. Don't forget, this is the week of studying, and I want to encourage you, go on now, study, read up something today about self-esteem. Everybody, just go on Google, self-esteem, read up, or go on YouTube, self-esteem, watch some videos. Watch just a 5-minute video is enough. Read a few articles for 10 minutes is okay. Have a conversation around self-esteem. Anything, just realign your brain and reset and charge yourself up, because your self-esteem is your responsibility. You must maintain it. It's not a one-off thing. It's not something that you switch on permanently. You need to keep servicing it and refueling it and re-enhancing it and regarnishing it and everything you can to boost your self-esteem. Do it, because if you would amount to anything, you need to boost your self-esteem. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you. Have a wonderful Monday. Go on studying about self-esteem today, and you'd love it. Thank you, and have a bad day, and bad here means correct day, like out of this world kind of day, outstanding day. God bless you.